Hello guys, and welcome to episode 2 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as Taurox, leading the Slaughterhorn Tribe to world domination. Previously we started our journey as the Beastmen, and we wiped out the Greenskins at Shroktak Mount. Now we're going to go and do the same at the Red Desert, and then after that Kragoth Deep, since they're all under our blood grounds. And that will add more devastation so that we can get a better ritual out of Storag Core. So that's what we're going to do next. Let's just move towards the Red Desert. I'm going to probably leave it with just enough so that I can recruit a couple more forces. Let's move down here, go into Hidden Encampment, and recruit a couple more dudes. We'll probably just go for more Ungor Spearman Herd for now. Alright, that'll do. Let's end the turn there. After we destroyed all of these, we'll probably head up and take out the rest of those greenskins. Just so that the faction is destroyed, and then we can move on to whoever's next. Although we have been trespassed by Alyssa here.
Cruelty and violence.
It's an army of Dark Shards, Black Ark Corsairs. That could be kind of annoying to deal with early on for us, because the Ungor Spearman Herd aren't like the best. Anyway, let's move into Beastmen Ambush, go and take out the Red Desert. And it says it's going to be casualties medium. I think this is a walled settlement, so I'm going to jump on in, because otherwise we'll probably take more losses than necessary. The army's not very big, so it shouldn't take too long. We'll just tell all of our infantry to charge the walls and all the monsters to hit the gate, and it'll be pretty simple. We also get to try out our new spell from the Bray Shaman, so I'll make sure to do that. Alright, these can be group 1, those can be group 2, and these can be group 3. And I'm not sure I really need my harpies, so we'll just keep them out of the way. Alright, we'll start deployment, start the battle, and off we go. I was thinking about gambling for wins, but it doesn't really matter that much. Alright, in we go. Tower's doing quite a bit of damage there. These Minotaurs do have shields, so the archer fire from the Goblin Archer shouldn't do too much. The tower's trying to hit my Chaos Warhounds. Alright, get in there. Take down that gate. Really wish these Minotaurs wouldn't just stand there. Pile in. Pile in. Please attack the gate, Minotaurs. Please. Alright, whatever. The Ungor Raiders will do a lot of damage to these archers on the walls. Yeah, that's going well. It's good. How's the gate come in? 82% damaged. We'll charge in no time. Alright, in we go. And we're probably going to drop the spell here. We'll drop it on these guys, see what it does. Oh, okay, it's like a brain burster. I'm going to just move these forward so they stop getting shot out by the towers. Since all of the units that were on the walls have already been dealt with. And the units behind the walls have also been dealt with, so there's that. We're going to continue to charge forwards here, we'll go for the goblins. The charge animations of the Beastmen are so cool. Absolutely annihilating them right now. Beautiful. Right, let's have all of these deal with the goblins for us. And we need to take out these goblins, so let's go get rid of those. Oh boy, that goblin that went down there. They go flying. Down the holes you go. It's too funny. Oh, they initiated their war. Alright. It's like pushing half of them off the map. It's amazing. It looks like my Chaos Warhounds are running away. This could be army losses already, so I'm happy with that. Though my Minotaurs took a lot of damage, but it looks like most of the models are still alive, so this should be fine. Alright, we'll end it there. That's too much fun. Obviously quite a one-sided battle, but like even so, just watching the Beastmen run through the goblins and the orcs like that is just really, really fun to watch. Another settlement down for Taurox. We are on our way to world domination. Alright, we can plunder it for the extra casualty replenishment rate and moderate movement, or we can get the bestial rage, which is fine. We'll take the bestial rage with the money here, because I don't think the movement's that important. We got a doe, which is +2 horde growth. Well, that's pretty handy over time. Especially early on, actually. It's a pretty nice one to pick up. And we'll just go into raiding stance as it stops the attrition. And we don't need to recruit anything. Taurox has leveled up again. It is kind of tempting to start going down this melee tree. But I think I'm just going to continue down Blessed by Evil. To Unholy Resilience, and then we'll get the Lightning Strike here. And then I'm not sure what I want to get after that. Like, we could get the magic item drop chance up to 15%. That's not too bad. Horde recruitment capacity might be quite nice, or even the foul premonitions for the extra ambush success chance. This could be good. Alright, the Brave Shaman leveled up as well, so we'll get Trader Kin. Try that out. And we get the chance. The other spell that we did try didn't really do that much damage, but it was alright. Okay. And we'll end the turn there. I think that's everything done. So they might be going for the greenskins as well, I would assume. Oh, dark choice. The ruinous powers take grim pleasure in your endeavours. In their dark mirth, they grant a boon. Which of their gifts will you choose? We can get a Gorbull or a Bray Shaman at Storagkor. I mean, another Bray Shaman would be nice, but we don't have a Gorbull yet. And I guess the Gorbull could go in Taurox's army as well. So let's just grab the Gorbull. Good old Sushku here. And what I'm kind of tempted to do is use an agent action here. We'll give it a go. Oh, that was a failure. That sucks. Alright, let's just carry on into the lands of the Broken Chains. And the other thing that I do want to do is slightly speed up my lords. So let's just put them on to fast. Alright, and we'll carry on again. I guess that's one thing about this campaign, is that because we don't really have many buildings to build as we go, there's going to be a lot less like clicking around all the map like I was doing before with the Greenskin campaign. So they actually took Troktak Mount.
Bloodshed becomes
Interesting.
Dreadlord at your command.
So until we perform the ritual, people can still colonize these. That's just annoying, really. I mean, it's fine. If we take out Krogoth Deep, then I can perform the ritual. We'll stop them getting Red Desert, and then we can just go and kill the others. Although I'm probably going to want to... I don't know if I want to do that, because it will be 24, not 25. And 25 is the next Ruination level. But then I'd have to go and attack either... good old Hierophant Kartep here, or we go and attack the Heralds of Ariel, but that would be probably a pretty bad idea because the Wood Elves are pretty strong early on. I guess like Clark Arond is like the best bet, I think. We destroy Krogoth Deep, maybe I go Temple of Cain, Rakdo Gorge, and then come back down, take out Troktak Mount, go over to Clark Arond. Like that. Unless them building in Troktak Mount gives us a chance to get more devastation. Maybe. Alright, anyway. Let's make this attack. We're going to Beastmen Ambush. I'm probably just going to assault the troops here again, or at least try. Okay, that was a success. Good stuff. I'm not sure if I'm going to put him in the army or not. It might be better to just have him as assault units. And that might not be too bad. Yeah, I'm going to do that for now. We'll give him assault units, and we'll give him specialist, and then afterwards, I will start putting points into this, and then we can put him in an army. Okay, let's take Krogoth Deep. We got Raucous Host going on, which is the extra charge bonus, replenishment rate, and horde growth. Very nice. This is going to be pretty standard battle. They got as many goblins as we've got Ungor Spearman Herd. Our Ungor Spearman Herd are slightly better than theirs. They're goblins, I think. So there we go. I'm so used to goblins after playing Grom. I'm so used to goblins being really strong. I've got to like remember that they're like kind of trash tier without Grom. Grom gives them so many bonuses, it's ridiculous. Like I'm pretty sure like goblins, they were like easily over 50 melee attack and melee defense under Grom's army. Plus the extra bonuses of like physical resistance and all that kind of stuff. And we do get a bunch of like these troops being able to vanguard deploy. But I don't really think there's much point in using it all that much. We're going to put these in the group this time. I'm going to keep the Brave Shaman out of it. Okay, that's fine. I think these two will have try and get into their ranged backline if we can. Okay, there's a unit on the right on its own. Alright, and we go. And they didn't really charge properly there, so that's pretty sad. We're going to want to make sure we're targeting ranged forces where we can. So we'll have these two target the goblin archers there. I'm gonna pop this and just there, and we'll use his special ability. Okay, good. I'm going to move these forwards because they're not actually firing at what they're supposed to. We need to get rid of those goblin archers. The leadership is not going great right now. I guess that's one thing that puts us at a disadvantage here, I think. Right, we need to go ahead and get into this engagement over here. Right, let's kill those goblins, please. Looks like we lost the range engagement. I can pull these over to the left, I guess. It's fine. My British Shaman, I don't want to lose them. We'll do as much damage as we can there. Pull back. Done a good job of like holding the line. We're actually, you know, taking quite a lot of damage here. Let's get my men back into the engagements. And I'm going to drop this on him. Not sure how much damage that does, but there we go. It looks like I'm probably going to have to like re-recruit a bunch of my forces. It's not ideal. I mean, Taurox can pretty much solo this from now on anyway, even if we lose out on the rest of our dudes. Right, let's go take out the orc boys there. We'll go hit these goblins. I think it didn't really help that like a lot of my units were already like suffering quite badly from a lack of dudes, so their leadership was already affected. Beastmen. Okay, next one, please. Oh, that's it. It's victory. Bit messy, but we got the job done. $237 kills for the Minotaurs and 224 for Taurox. Need some more of those. Some more Minotaurs, that's for sure. And the Ungor Spearman herd just aren't cutting it. I mean, soon we're gonna have to upgrade anyway, or try and upgrade. With the old Marks of Ruination. So we will probably take the casualty replenishment rate in this case. And I'm going to want to re-recruit a bunch of dudes. So, let's see. I could raid, but we definitely need to go into camp starts, right? So I'm going to move up. We'll go into Beastmen encampment. And I'm going to probably just merge those. Merge some of these. And then re-recruit. Like so. And we can upgrade this to the Hag Tree Cops now. And Taurox has leveled up. We could go for Fueled by Blood, which does give us the plus 5% speed now. Yeah, one locks out the other in this case. So that gives us Ward Save, and that gives us Terror. Like, personally, I think the melee defense and Ward Save is actually better. And then that would give us melee defense for Minotaur units. But then again, like, I think melee attack is probably better for Minotaurs than melee defense. I mean, the Minotaurs with shields already have reasonable melee defense anyway. Whereas if they had higher melee attack, they'd do even more damage. So I think getting that would be better. The Orgy of Slaughter. But I'm gonna max out this first. Main reason being is that gives us a chance of, you know, stealing the post-battle items sooner than later. And also, we don't really have many Minotaurs yet, so we're not really benefiting much from that. Let's grab the Brace Scream, we'll give that a go. And pretty much everything is done. So if we perform the ritual now, we get 24 marks of Ruination, I assume. We're not going to be able to defeat this army.
Cruelty and violence.
Although if I keep hitting it with assault units, then maybe it will be damaged enough that we can deal with them. We'll have to wait and see. Alright, let's end the turn. Hopefully this hero doesn't cause any more unfavorable actions. That would be a pain. Oh, it looks like that army is moving up to deal with these guys. Interesting. Alright, well, we've got the quest here. Oh, this is the Rune Tortured Axes. This is Taurox's special quest. That's cool. Embed a Brave Shaman hero into the following army, Taurox. We've already completed it. But let's just quickly read it. Taurox has recently been afflicted by yet another blood-soaked vision. While in a momentary trance, he bears witness to tall, slender beings ripping still-beating hearts from the chests of victims that had been dragged screaming in terror onto altars awash with blood, against a cacophony of manic drumming and shrill pipes. In the eyes of the cloven ones, violence begets violence. Taurox is once again filled with the rage and bloodlust, but without knowing where to direct his savage energies. This time, however, he decides to seek the help of scrying gifts of a Bray Shaman to help him turn these particular divinations into the indiscriminate violence he so craves. We have the Dark Moon. Oh, this is like an event. Cool. More sleep is ascendance, usurping the sun's revered place in the firmament. The world is awash with its sick and terrible hue. Such an event is almost unheard of. It is a call to the Beastmen, a sign that the herd has an opportunity to dominate. Lead them, Beast Lord. Seize glory. So when one falls, that will give us all damage units will be fully replenished. This gives Beastly Inclination for 3 turns, which gives extra melee strength and melee attack in all armies. Gives extra campaign movement range, and this one is extra horde growth and income from raiding. I think the Beastly Inclination would probably be the best one to take. Because I don't think we're going to be attacking anyone this turn, so the replenishment doesn't really matter. Although, I assume this means after a battle, everybody gets replenished, which is pretty big. But then it only lasts 2 turns. This is nice as well, the horde growth. Getting horde growth early would actually be really, really nice. But then having horde growth and a high level horde without the marks of ruination is kind of pointless. So I think we do beastly inclination. And now we've got to kill 2,000 enemies in battle. It was not long before a Bray Shaman was drawn to the Blood Beast's side, as if he had foreseen his own calling, and it was very likely he had. Meeting Taurox's irascible gaze would usually be tantamount to signing one's own death warrant. But looking upon his new ally, the mighty Doom Bull knew that the shaman could decipher the will of the dark gods and guide him. Without hesitation, the beastly mystic commanded that blood sacrifices in great numbers would be required before any further action could be taken. Those defeated in battle by Taurox's Bray herd must have their gizzards and hearts offered to the ruinous powers for the god's will to become clear. That is quite something, huh? Alright. So, this isn't worth any devastation anymore still, so I guess we kind of just go past it. I am tempted to pop this anyway, but I'm just a little concerned that if we don't get to the next ruination level, that we won't have enough herdstone shards to do that. There must be a way of getting more herdstone shards aside from just leveling up. Let's have a look. Can we buy herdstone shards? So those require 25 more. New herdstone are erected level 2. No, not that I can see there at least. So we need 50 rampage marks. We're currently getting, what, 5 per turn? Not sure how that's working either. I guess we just keep killing stuff and things will get better. Alright, let's see. I'm probably going to grab... I don't know if I want either of these buildings. I mean, Centaurs are cool. We do get chariots there. This would level up to Chaos Spawn and Feral Manticores. In the meantime, would give us Chaos Warhounds of Poison, Razorgore Herds, and Harpies. I think this is a okay building to get, so we'll grab that. And I can upgrade this to get Goreherd and Goreherd with shields, although I'm not sure we can actually recruit them yet because we don't have the Marks of Ruination upgraded. Anyway, we are going to start raiding our way through these lands. And it looks like this army consolidated its forces. I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna put the Gore Ball into Taurox's army. Okay. Cool. That'll do. 1 turn until we get the extra bonus versus Dark Elves. So we're gonna help the Dark Elves kill off these guys. And then what we're going to do is come back and take out Clarkalond. So let's see if they actually attack. Because they might just take like Rakto Gorge, in which case that's fine. I'll probably go and take the Temple of Cain. Okay, they attacked it and it looks like they succeeded. And then sacked it, maybe. Which is fine. Right, I should be in range to attack that myself. Alright, we'll have to go into the raiding stance to do it, that's fine. Now we'll hit it. We'll raise it. And we got +5 armor and 8% ward save. Did we have anything else? No, that's a pretty nice armor though. Like 8% ward save is really cool. But they're technically in march stance, so we could attack them now. It might be better to just have my bull go and assault the units. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'll give him specialist. Alright, level 6 now. So, minus casualties suffered from attrition or income from raiding. I mean, we're only going to put 1 point in here. I think this one's probably best for the extra 2% casualty replenishment rate. And then we'll put 1 into Bestial Surge here, and we'll go Evasion, and then we'll go through to Mantle of Gorok and Savage Dominion. That actually spawns a Cygor. Wow, okay, that's pretty good. Obviously doesn't last forever, but even so. I'm going to carry on with Taurox towards the Temple of Cain. Okay, and research is now available. We'll go for Raining Blood. This will soon be the end of the Broken Chains. Let's end the turn. They're probably going to go back to Shroktak Mount with that army and try and build more troops. My issue that I have coming back down here is if the army's near Storag Core, then they might just attack it. Although, saying that, Storag Core has a pretty good army in it. I didn't realise how good the garrison was, that's pretty nuts. Right, let's hit the Temple of Cain. I'm just going to get my Gorbul in the army as well. We'll just keep leveling him up like that. And pop him in there. And then we can make the attack. It's going to be decisive victory, so I'll probably just auto resolve that. And then we will just raise and get the moderate movement. And that'll be the end of the Broken Chains. Okay, cool. So now we're going to zoom back in the opposite direction. Come back down here, take out Shroktak Mount, which is worth... Oh, it is now worth 4. That's great, because we can take that out, get enough Marks of Ruination. So in the same turn, I can take out Shroktak Mount, click the Perform Ritual, and then we can carry on to Karankar after that. Alright, that's what we're going to do. We'll get Unholy Resilience now. And we'll move on to the next turn. The God of Pleasure has declared war on Clarkarond and the Heralds of Ariel, which is actually good. That's really nice. Okay. And both of their armies are stacking up here. Alright. I can probably recruit more dudes now, right? If I am in hidden encampment, I can. Can I move into hidden encampment? Yeah, I can. Okay, so we'll let that build. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is we're going to pop out my Gorbul. And we're going to hit this again. with another assault unit. Level them up nice and quick. And I might do the same with my Grey Shaman. We can block that army. Okay, we'll block the other army. It's just to level them up. That's the only reason we're doing that. Cool. This is spending quite a lot of our favour in order to do this, but I think it's worth it. Let's just check, actually. I want to see, is Clark Carond allied with the Heralds? No. Okay, so it's weird that the Cult of Pleasure declared war on both the Heralds and Clark Carond at the same time. Bit odd, but oh well. Let's move on to the next turn. But one faction's down at least. It's a good start. And Clark Carond will probably soon follow unless they get confederated by Nagarond or the Court of Pleasure, although the Court of Pleasure is at war with them, so that won't happen. Okay. So we can now build another building here. I don't know if building this is worth it. Like, getting the dread over time, I guess it would add up quite a bit. But is there anything else I would want here? Because I'm probably going to want the fire pit for the Minotaur building, of course. We're going to want the giant lair so we can get more Gorgons. Then after that, what else are we going to want? So this gives an army ability, Shatterstone. That's during siege battles, though. This gives Cacophonous Assault. When attacking, applies temporary penalties to the enemy army's leadership and melee defense at the start of a battle. Pretty cool. And this gives the Touch by the Moon ability. And this gives a Vile Entropy. Like, having more dread sooner than later seems like a good idea, I'm not gonna lie. I think doing that now is probably worth it, because then we can eventually upgrade here. Actually, if I save, I can afford that this turn. Yeah, okay, we'll do that first. Get the upgrade. So we can have upgraded buildings, although... is the Horde upgrade that important right now when we can't actually recruit the units? Probably not, actually. Alright. We'll move into normal stance, and I'm going to attack probably just the settlement.
What do you seek? I have dark purpose.
I think it could be worth
All-powerful
just assaulting the army. That is going to use up his movement, so he won't be in the battle. But that's already a lot of dudes that he just killed. I will declare war. And we're going to add my Bray Shaman back in, at least. Wherever they are. I can't even see them. Okay. Alright. There's not too many ranged forces. There is like a bunch of Dark Shards, I guess. Like 4 of them, but it's not a big deal. I'm a little bit concerned about this battle, but I think we'll be okay. Let's jump on in. I feel like the Dreadspin spears are just going to like annihilate my dudes. So it might be best if I kind of stay clumped up. Because if I'm clumped up, then we can just allow our big boys to do most of the damage. We just keep them in tight formations like this. And then have all of the big boys just kind of be amongst them. Alright, forwards we go. I'm going to put these into separate group actually, because they're going to have to specifically target the range forces. Ooh, with that ability, do I want to fight like this? I guess I kind of still do. Actually, let's have all of those attack the right one. He's going to attack the left one. Make sure we're getting some good abilities down. Oh wow, that actually does a lot of damage. That's actually pretty good. We should not allow those to get charged. And ideally I don't really want my guys here to get hit. Let's pull back. I might be able to charge these. Let's have the harpies go in. And then when they turn around, we can charge into the back of them. Good. Alright, let's do another one of these, because that was pretty good. Yeah, nice. And we'll drop that in there as well. The magic abilities they are using are kind of a pain, but I think we sorted this out nicely. Let's just make sure we kill off those bleak swords. Have the Gorgon just go straight back into the back of these. And once those are gone for good, what we can do is go and deal with these ranged forces. So yeah, I'm allowing their magic to do more damage, but it's helping my leadership massively by staying together like this. We'll have these just like run down the units on the side here, so that the rest can focus on the big melee. Alright, let's attack those dark shards. We'll hit those bleak swords. Keep the horde moving forwards. Good. Alright, let's move these forwards again. We'll engage the dark shards. Let's come into the back of these melee forces here. We'll drop down this traitor kin. I think all of these units are like lords, so they should take a reasonable amount of damage from it. Alright, and that's victory. Very good. That worked out pretty damn nice, to be honest. Having Taurox run after this poor fella. Or woman. I'm not sure if she's the leader of the settlement garrison, because if she is, I don't need to kill her. It's the other one that I need to care about. That's fine, we'll leave it. We can always chase down the other army, I think. That was a really good battle. That worked out perfect. Very, very good. Yeah, we took a lot of damage from the magic, but it meant that the Dread Spears didn't get the better of our Ungor Spearman herd and allowed the bigger units to get a lot of damage in. Also made it a lot easier for me to control the archers. Good. So, yeah, it was the Dreadlord that was in the reinforcing army, so that's fine. Right, we will just raise an advance so that we can chase after that army. And another challenge completed. Having bore witness to your many battlefield triumphs, the Dark Gods cannot deny that there are few races in the world worthy enough to truly challenge your supremacy at war.
Your rampage has reached new heights, Blood Beast. With this ascension comes new gifts to claim that shall help you continue to gain momentum.
Alright, so we've got Rune Tortured Axes, kill 2,000 enemies in battle, that is now done. And Harsh Rampage achieved. There we go, right. Getting more battles has increased our rampage. The Dark Gods are impressed by your recent battle streak. You may now invoke them to empower the Warherd with even greater prowess on the battlefield. Maintain your current momentum by continually winning battles to increase your current Savage Rampage streak. Access the Rampage panel to choose your reward. Okay, so we can now do this battle as well against the Dark Elves. Pretty good army though. Got some Shades, Harganth Executioners, so we'll get around to doing that eventually, but I do definitely want to get like the next tier of units first. As the dirt beneath the Bray herd's cloven feet was soaked with the blood of their hapless victims, the Bray shaman spoke. His words foretold of a fell ritual due to be performed in Nagaroth, of such violence and gore that the Beastmen would delight and revel in. But it was not they who would be carrying out this ritual, for the slender beings that Taurox had envisioned were Dark Elves, or more specifically, Witch Elves, who once a year descend upon the streets of their own cities in an unbridled celebration of violent murder of their own kin, known as Death Night. Now, with the knowledge of what his visions mean, Taurox's bloodthirst is stronger than ever. He will traverse the Beast Pass to Nagaroth to take part in the bloodshed. There will be no discerning the elven murderers from their targets, for all would be the Blood Beast's victims. That's very cool. Alright, this will give him his Rune Tortured Axes and 500 Dread. So yeah, we'll definitely get around to doing that eventually, but unfortunately guys, it has been my time, so I am going to leave it here. In the next episode, we will have a look at our Rampage panel. We'll choose our next reward. We will probably go ahead and click the ritual here so we can get our Marks of Ruination and chase down this army and go to war more with Clark Aron. So yeah, lots to look forward to. But that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.